Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Theros Beyond Death draft here on the channel. It's back on Arena for the week, and so we're going to be drafting it. I'm really excited to go in, share everything I know. If you want to learn format overview type things, I already have a draft guide from when the set was originally out posted on the channel, and a draft guide 2.0, which is like a draft meta update of sorts. Here we've opened Setessan Champion, which is an incredible rare and one that I would expect to take out of every single pack you see it in. It's like a pack one pick one situation, obviously. Just there's a lot of enchantments in this set, and so just getting to get a giant threat that also gets you card advantage is incredible for just 3 mana. Triumph of Anax, not particularly great. Furious Rise is a little bit of a card advantage engine, but not really good in every deck. And it's kind of like a red-green card that you'll sometimes not even play in red-green. In the common slot, I think the best common is maybe Lampad of Death's Vigil, maybe Loathsome Chimera. One thing you need, and then Incendiary Oracle is fine, but not like in the same conversation as those two. One thing you need to know about this format is that there is, first of all, a lot of enchantments running around. It's an enchantment set. And second of all, black is the best color. So if you can find a way to get into a black deck, you'll be pretty happy. I wouldn't expect something like Lampad of Death's Vigil to wheel or anything like that. But Setessan Champion's really good. It fits into pretty much every green deck is going to have a lot of enchantments. And I will bias myself towards green to play it. Okay, now follow-up pick, there is a Banishing Light. It is worth noting, green-white was one of my least favorite color combinations in the format, and so Banishing Light's good, but I don't necessarily want to take it here, because going down that path could be a bit rocky. There is a Blight Breath Catoblepus, which is a really good black card. Not quite in the top 3 for me, but that's just because black has so many good cards. There is this card, which is another good black common. Daybreak Chimera is a good white common. And then Loathsome Chimera is another good option here. Having access to at least one of these really does give your deck a lot of boosts in the late game. Omen of the Hunt, reasonable card, but not one I really prioritized unless I was splashing, which I didn't necessarily do every time. Here I think it's between Banishing Light and Loathsome Chimera. I think I'm going to take Banishing Light. I think it's enough better that it's worth taking. Removal is very good in this set, and it plays well with Setessan Champion. It isn't like a slam dunk because I do have color preferences, but I could still get pushed off of green and stuff like that. And so I'm going to take the Banishing Light here. Okay, now there's almost nothing that can convince me not to take Warbriar Blessing. It plays perfectly with Setessan Champion, and it's also like among the best cards in this pack. Hero of the Nyxborn can be good in red-white specifically. Elysian Caryatid is not a card that I really seek out because the games tend to go long in this format in a lot of the matchups, and you don't really want to be ever top decking this. You could just play your spells normally. This card is actually worse than it looks because being an enchantment means that it dies to extra removal spells that it like wouldn't necessarily die to otherwise. Here I think I go Warbriar Blessing followed by like Hero of the Nyxborn, followed by I wouldn't take Sentinel's Eyes third, so maybe I would take I don't know. There's not really good options after that. Sweet Oblivion's more of a sideboard card than anything. Obviously, this is best of one, but this was the sort of card that in long matchups you could bring in as a sideboard tech. I'm just glad Warbriar Blessing's in this pack, so I get a really good card. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Mystic Repeal is really good. Now, there are some decks that have less enchantments than others, but being able to 1 mana put your opponent's like threat onto the bottom of their deck is very, very powerful. And there are enough enchantments that you should expect to see targets for it. Naiad of Hidden Coves is a solid option. Blue tends to be like kind of a controlling instant speed kind of deck, but this is an enchantment for Setessan Champion. I'm not going to take Nyxborn Courser. I'm just going to keep taking green cards, and I am pretty happy with this one. Caliphate is basically like a 3-mana 3/3 that's kind of harder to target. It's oftentimes like hard to get too many blues in play, and then it'll trade off with a 3/3 anyway. This card's just not particularly great, but Mystic Repeal is a card that even though it doesn't always work, when it does work, it's so good that it's worth taking early. We were seeing a couple of black cards there. Now there is an Iroas's Blessing. This is a really nice pickup. Red-green, definitely a mid-tier deck, but this is a really nice card. Plays great with Setessan Champion. I've got a lot of enchantment synergies right now. So far, I'm not regretting the Banishing Light pickup. I think the other card I could have taken was like a Catoblepus or something. Or like spec'd on something that was in green that was like medium. But Iroas's Blessing is really good. Dreamshaper Shaman is fine, but not a card that I prioritize just because 6 mana for a 5/4 that is just kind of hard to swallow sometimes. Wow, we're seeing a lot of good blue cards here. Illyrios Enraptured is really, really strong. So what this does is it comes in with a reflection, and then when the reflection dies, Illyrios is able to kind of unlock himself, and that's just really powerful. Minions return, not particularly great. This card, totally fine. This card, actually quite nice. It's like way better than it looks. Charger's fine. Mogus's Favor is a card that I really do like. As I said, I do like getting into black. A lot of players tend to fight over black. I could also just take this, but I think Illyrios Enraptured is enough better than the other options that it's worth taking over the Favor. Because importantly, with this sort of card, you only really ever want like one copy of it. Now, I will take Omen of the Dead, I think, over Elite Instructor. I don't think Nyxborn Colossus is very good. And I'm like going to be green, and then I can pair it with any of the other colors. White has not seemed open, and I don't think red is necessarily like... I mean, there are some red cards, don't get me wrong. But red is not like my favorite color pairing in this set. Okay. I'll take a Nessian Wanderer. This is a very, very strong card. Once again, plays really well with all of the enchantments running around. Helps make sure you hit all of your land drops. Quite good. What are we wheeling? Oracle came back. Furious Rise came back. I'd rather have the Oracle than the Furious Rise. And Unknown Shores is actually a card that you can sometimes play. I might just take that here. Like, I could end up with a very strong multicolor green deck. Like green, black, splash a couple of cards in other colors. I don't think I need to prioritize the Oracle too highly. I'm kind of set up to go a lot of different directions. This card's fine. Nothing too crazy. Not a card I prioritize. Stern Dismissal is also mediocre. Don't like the Thaumaturge is familiar. I'll just take Stern Dismissal, but none of these are exciting. Okay, I wouldn't mind Oriad. It's totally fine as a one-of. It's an enchantment for Cetessan. I think Oracle, the 2-drop in red, I could have taken a copy of that. Ooh, I like Naiad. Naiad is actually good. Naiad's really, really nice. A great pickup. And the turtle would also have been fine too. Thrill of Possibility. I'm not going to main deck Plummet. So I could just be a blue-green enchantments deck. I saw a few black cards. I saw a little bit of red. I didn't see any white. I'm not going to move into white unless I open up an absurd white card in this pack. Last pick black card is wild. That's actually a playable one too. Okay. Well, Klothys is really hard to beat. Yeah. So you want to have some self-mill, obviously. But this is just like a huge problem for opponents, I feel like. It really messes with graveyard decks. And just has a lot of inevitability. There's also Fateful End. It's funny, I'm not actually sure Klothys is that good. I feel like I've played against it and it was super irritating and I couldn't ever beat it. Like, not that you're ever turning it on as a creature. Fateful End is also really good. Memory Drain's good. This card's good. I'll at least take the Klothys. Oh, gosh. Klothys should be good, I think. Immediate Regret. I'm going to go into blue because this card is one of the best rares in the set. I would love a Warbriar Blessing, but this card's, like, disgustingly broken. This card's definitely better than Klothys. Oh, so many regrets. I could have just taken a good blue card. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to take the Klothys there, but Nidir Kraken is really, really strong. So we have 8 playables now. This card's mediocre at best. I do like me a Voracious Typhon, though. Especially because I don't have any other escape cards right now. And yeah, this card's not particularly great. This card's not great. This card's fine. You can play it sometimes. But there's an easy Voracious Typhon for me. Love me a Clownfish. Not Clownfish, Lionfish. It's not a Clownfish at all. I think Loathsome is good. Red-green could just be open. I mean, because this card is quite good. It's just kind of hard to work sometimes. And I think Cetessan Champion works better in these blue decks. And I think I like the blue decks a little bit better than the red decks. We kind of have options, though, here. This card's also good. This card's really good. I'm just going to take the Loathsome Chimera. I know I'm playing green. I think Warden is pretty reasonable. But it can't always attack, which is a problem. And Chimera is nice. I have plenty of 3s. I would love to play this Niddy or Kraken, though. This card's excellent. This card's not as good as it would be in a normal set, I think. Fine card. Decent card. Don't love this one. Shucks. Maybe I'll just take Moss Viper. Again, just the bias towards the green card. This card's totally fine, too. So I have 11 cards. I've got some red cards here. The Clothis, the Irosis Blessing. I've got an Unknown Shore, so I could splash some red. With a double blue card, I don't really want to splash the blue. I feel like Clothis could just be really, really good. I forget how good this card is in draft because I didn't get to play with it all that often, given that it's a mythic rare. I just seem to remember playing against it a couple times and it being like really, really hard to beat. Because draining for 2 every turn is so much. It only costs 3 mana. Okay. Here, I think I might take Cetessan Training. Or maybe I'll just take Nylaia's Forerunner. I don't think I need another Voracious Typhon. Ooh, or I could take Skola Grove Dancer. It's a 2-drop, gains me some life. It's an enchantment for my enchantment synergies. I kind of want to take Cetessan Training. Creature count is at 8. I think Cetessan Training is going to go well with my synergies. Warbriar Blessing. Pick 7 is insane. Slightly regretting my Cetessan Training pick earlier now. I do like Deny the Divine over Memory Drain. Memory Drain is solid, though. Don't mind an Eidolon of Philosophy. Perfect, I got a Forerunner anyway. I felt like I had a lot of creatures, so it was fine. I could have taken the 2-drop creature there. Could have been better. Ooh, I like Nylaia's Huntmaster a lot with Cetessan Trainings. I just like Cetessan Champion with Cetessan Training. And I like card draw spells that give me some value. They also play really well with Nadir Kraken, which was another thing I was factoring in. I'm not going to play Stern Dismissal. That will not be necessary. Also, Cetessan Training is great with Nessian Wanderer. There's just a lot of little synergies with that card. I guess a lot of those things still apply to the 2-mana Satyr Grove Dancer or whatever. Well, we're cruising. This card's excellent. Just nice 5-drop. I'm really glad I've made the commitment to blue. This card is broken, though. It's worth noting that. Just so if you ever see this card, like if this was pack 1, pick 1, like this is probably a close pick. Like, I don't have any really good reasons to go into black. I already have the Nadir Kraken for blue and stuff. But pack 1, pick 1, this is probably a deceptively close pick. This card just, like, unreal. So good. Myra's Grasp is a really good comment, too, but Thrix is in there. Not my favorite card. This card's actually, like, pretty reasonable. This card's great. This card's solid. I'm just going to take the 2-drop enchantment creature. That can gain me some life sometimes. Omen of the Sea is incredible. It's the best blue common, I believe. This card's very mediocre, but this card's excellent. Helps me find my good cards. I have now Thrix, Cetessan Champion, and Nadir Kraken. Yep. Okay, this card's fine, but this card's excellent. Definitely a better choice. This card's like a counterspell, or it's like a big, like, look for a card and put it in your hand. But you don't really want to be casting like an expensive counterspell, and the search mode isn't the best, and this card's just like a giant 2-for-1. Perfect. This was one of the reasons I was so happy. I was like fine taking Citizen Training. I was like hoping to get more enchantment payoff cards like this one. Omen of the Sea would be excellent in this deck, but this card's perfect and I can't risk it. I have so many enchantments. I have 9 enchantments. Yeah. Gosh, I would love an Omen of the Sea, though. Okay, there's a Loathsome Chimera. Hydra's Growth is not the best. It just doesn't do what you want. So now I have 24 playables. I can start cutting. I could cut a Loathsome Chimera. I could just start cutting like bad cards that aren't enchantment synergy pieces. Like Nylaia's Huntmaster could be an easy cut. Moss Viper could be an easy cut. Like, I want my random cards to be enchantments, so I'm just constantly fueling my engines. Or my escape cards are pretty good, too. Ooh. Not much to talk about while I wait. Let's see if anyone else is in the pod that might recognize themselves watching the video. Okay. Ooh. Another Naiad. We don't have a ton of instants, though, but I still think we're going to take it. We don't want Sleep of the Dead. This card's okay. This card's okay for some decks. This card's reasonable sometimes. Just as a enchantment blocker. Like when your deck has enchantment synergy pieces like this one does, it like can sometimes be worth it. Omen of the Hunt. I could take this and then try to splash Clothis now. 1 mountain, Clothis, Unknown Shores, Wander to find me a bunch of stuff. I could see that being good. Whoa, another Grove Dancer. Sign me up for that. I like just having the 2-drop, and then I can sometimes mill myself. Two-drop that's an enchantment. Okay, do I want to splash Iroas's Blessing and Clothis? I don't think I need to. It could be interesting, though. I don't think I want Gift of Strength. So that's an immediate cut. I don't think I want Omen of the Hunt if I'm not splashing. I could splash that with that. 2 mountains and then play 2 red cards. I don't think I'll need that. And so then I'll cut 1 Naiad, I think. I don't have a lot of instant speed stuff. 2 Chimeras and this is enough for those guys. Yeah. I think I should be fine on my colors. Okay, 9-8 seems good to me. Yeah. Don't think I want this. Because this can only bounce your opponent's stuff, which makes it a lot worse. And yeah, we're going to run it like this. I will see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support the NicolaiBolas channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons are the ones who contribute directly towards the channel so that I will be able to make as many videos as I do. They gain access to some cool rewards in the process, like my tier list for each set and things like that. But fundamentally, Patreon is a place to support the content you enjoy so it can continue being made in the future. And for that, I am very grateful. I want to give a huge shout out to those who support at the credits level. It really makes a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. This is going to be a mulligan. This is a keeper, though. I could also cut Deny the Divine. My deck doesn't really support it very well. And by that, I mean I don't really have lots of ways to spend my mana at instant speed. Omen of the Sea. Nice, nice. I also think Nyxborn Seaguard's probably a cut when I only have 8 islands in the deck. So maybe splashing is the correct move. Sure. I'm going to hold up Deny the Divine for this turn. They could be holding up a counterspell here. Nice draw. I don't really care about anything too much here. I don't need to get a Nyxborn Seaguard into play. 2 to the top. They're going to have their second color now. I'll just activate this guy if they don't do anything. Sure. Okay, so they don't have a counterspell or a card draw thing. Thaumaturge, sure. Now I'm just worried about Dream Trawler, which I can't beat, and I already used my counterspell. So maybe I shouldn't have used my counterspell. That's how this format works. If they're playing blue-white, they probably have Dream Trawler, because blue-white doesn't really have another good reason to play it. Nice, 2 life. They're going to counter this. No, no countering. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Meta Knight's Prophecy is pretty good. No. Not playing my land is going to cost me. I'm missing out on a mill. If they name Dream Trawler and then just cast it, it's going to be so savage. Dreadful Apathy? Okay. Oh, Kiara Bestis, he got another unbeatable rare. Classic, classic. Okay. Yep, we lose. Pretty much. This card is insane. They even missed out. They could have just named a different spell. This card is such a beating. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yes. I see. I'm understanding now. And they're going to take one of my guys. Oh my gosh. No! Oh my gosh, yeah. This is another reason. You just play blue and you have that card and you just win. Oh well. That is one of the few cards that's like basically unbeatable in this set. That's why you mill yourself so you can hit these cards. If they didn't literally have this like unbeatable threat, I could actually win. But I'm just going to concede after my next draw step. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cut that, the 2/4 guy. I don't think it's necessary, and it's just too hard to cast in my double. But yeah, I think that game isn't really illustrative of what the deck is capable of, or how the format generally plays out. You just lose to random mythics sometimes. I'm going to cut this Nyxborn Seaguard and bring in just good old-fashioned Nylea's Huntmaster, I think, instead. Swap for swap, see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. This is a great hand. None of my enchantments yet, but I have plenty in the deck. I probably want to save this until I can immediately follow it with an enchantment. Ouch. Oh, that's brutal. I don't get to ambush anything with Thrix. They get to take my Setessan champion before I get any value. Oh, agonizing remorse. Brutal. They're going to take the champion. It's the only real pick, I think. Or they'll take the Chimera if they have a kill spell and think I'm going to be playing out the Setessan champion for no value. Gosh, agonizing remorse is brutal. Especially when I can't punish them by playing like a 2-drop to attack them. Wow. Just take the Setessan champion, opponent. You know it's right. Or I guess they don't know it's right. They don't see a single enchantment in my hand. That's the only thing keeping you safe, Setessan champion. Oh my gosh. They fell for my blunder. My classic trap. For some reason I thought that was a Mind Rot. No need to do anything too fancy here. Play my Typhon. Okay. See, now I can, like, play a land, play a Setessan champion. Sure. My life total is fine. I don't need to worry about this. Land? No land. Oh, the pain! Okay. Almost lucky that I didn't have the Warbriar's Blessing up. I'll take it. I need to make sure I can kill something like this. Yeah. Okay. Land me. I'm just trying to draw a card now. My greed was my undoing. I should have gone for it on the Setessan champion. Acolyte's quite good. Look at back Treacherous Blessing or something. I really just wanted to draw land. I guess I should have just gone for the Warbriars onto my Citizen Champion to play around a second Return to Nature. Yep. No second blue yet is kind of problematic. Also, the fact that I've been missing land drops is a problem. Also, messing up the Warbriar's Blessing, so I missed on a draw is pretty bad. So, not my cleanest moment here. The fact that they hit Treacherous Blessing to get back was bad for me, too. Yeah, this game's not going great for me. Though, to be fair, not insane amount of things I could have done differently. I mean, the Warbriar's Blessing thing was pretty bad, but... Perfect draw. So now I can afford to kill the Farrakha spawn. Still no double blue. But once I get double blue, I'll hold up Thrix plus deny the Divine. I only hope I get that before it's too late. I can escape this guy. Beautiful. The double blue is here. This is going to be a big threat. I'll bet they're regretting not taking the Citizen Champion. What's the binding of the Titans again? From your graveyard to your hand. I don't really want them getting anything back. I'm fine with this, though. I'll just cast my Thrix. That card is so irritating, but I'm going to have to let it resolve. Bring back the Typhon. Next turn I'll play this thing. Hmm. Hmm. Next turn I can start attacking with Typhon. Yep. I'll just counter the Acolyte. They only have 7 cards left in their library. Oh, I'm totally going to win this game then. Sure. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sure, I'll counter that. That's fine. Nice. Go. Charge. They have 6 cards left. I'm at 14. Farrakha Spawn coming back is just like a waste of a turn because I have infinite things to sacrifice. These aren't Gorgons after all. Ugh. I don't need to get low because Lampad can kill me then. We're very favored here. Oh, they have to mill too. That's funny. That makes it even more likely that I'll be able to get him, I think. No, Warbriar's Blessing. I don't like that. Taking down my Kraken, I see. It's fair. I don't think they can beat me with 4 attack steps. Especially because Satyr can gain me a couple life points. And they're at 8. So I might even be able to kill them before they can kill me. They have 5 guys. I have more than enough to maybe kill them if they go for an aggressive attack. Yep. They're also limited on the spells they can cast. This card's really good when your opponent doesn't have random 1/1s lying around. And those are not super common. I need to just make sure I don't accidentally deck myself. So they have not much time left, I think. If I'd attacked them with everything there, they would have been able to live, I think. Okay, what are they killing? Sure. Mm-hmm. Still have plenty of cards left. This card doesn't do anything right now. I'm just waiting to deck them out. If they have some sort of mill card, they got me, I think, but... And the Venomous Hydra mills themselves. Three, 4, 5, 6. I just also need to keep high enough that the Lampad can't kill me. Lampad is a threat, always. This is their last turn. They have to kill me this turn, I think. Sure. Sure. Game? Hopefully? Yes! That is a classic victory in this format. The green-black deck is susceptible to self-mill. Nice, we got the win. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We'll keep this. The Naiad Deny the Divine deck is more of a blue-red deck, but it can be very good. It's like, you play your Naiad, then you have a bunch of instant speed things, then you can always like keep your opponent guessing on what you're gonna do. Okay, well I can't block that guy. We're gonna play Eutropia and hope that it sticks. White black is a very removal heavy deck though, so I doubt it will stick. Like, they probably can kill this. But if they kill it with a Dreadful Apathy, I'm fine. It's just more the Myers Grasp or something. Oh, green. So green, black. But green is probably the splash. Because they have 2 planes, which means they have multiple planes. And then they played a 2-drop. Ooh, this is going to stick. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. This guy's going to try to block the Venomous Hierophant. They have some clunkers. Any deck that plays this 1/3 flyer that scries 1 is not always in great shape. So this guy's going to end up fighting that Pegasus at some point. I want to attack with one of these guys because the other one can trade with the Hierophant. I think this one's a better one to attack with. Actually, this guy's going to stay back to block them. I'm going to jam this guy next turn. So hopefully I can deny the Divine this turn, or I can just activate this guy. No worries. No worries. Sure. There's no skin off my back. We'll do it. Nice. They could have Omen of the Sun or whatever. Field of Ruin? What are you doing, amigo? This is limited. People don't play non-basic lands. Oh, they were waiting to get my Eutropia out of here. It's funny because Eutropia has kind of already done its damage at this point. Like, sure, this would have been nice to get another creature, but... I don't know why they're blocking like that. It could be a chump block. Just because they think they have to. It could be they have a sweeper. They're playing multiple Field of Ruins? Oh, gosh. Sure. Oh, I didn't even get to counter it. Nice. A victory for the heroes. Sweet. See you folks next round. Welcome. Great hand here. We're going to get to show off Omen of the Sea this game. Bum, bum, bum. Omen of the Sea is great. Why do I always have to face the black decks? No, I'm just kidding. Everyone's playing the black decks because they're great. I've played black decks in this format. Everyone has. Okay, well, I want the land. I don't really care about... The 4/3 is one of the worst cards in my deck, so... Get that Illyrios going. Whew. Well, that's a great draw. So I want to dig for lands first. And I will take the island. I could have also played Skola Grove Dancer instead, but I wanted to get the extra points of damage in, make this illusion more threatening. No! My Wanderer. That's so mean. How wooed. Oh, I see how it is. Destiny Spinner. Yeah, I'll just flash in Thrix and try to kill something. There's some kill spells they could have to stop this, but only like one uncommon that I can think of. Take care of the one that can't actually block. And stops their stuff from being countered by Deny the Divine. This card is not very good. Never been impressed by it. Man, Caryatid is so funny, because I used to love that card. And I like came down on it over the course of the format. It's funny, I almost went for the Naiad Deny the Divine play when that literally wouldn't work against their guy. And then I was like, yeah, it's not worth going for that play. Regardless. I'm just going to stop them from casting an enchantment removal spell or a big creature or whatever. Because they literally dead to this thing, so they need to play a blocker. Funeral rites. Why? Oh, that's funny. I respect opponent going out on their own terms. Nice. I'll see you folks next round. Welcome. This is an awesome hand. We're going to get to see Nessie and Wanderer do his thing. Because this is back in the day where they didn't say, oh, this can only trigger once a turn. So we're going to go like this, and then on turn 3, we're going to go Eidolon plus this, get 2 lands. It's going to be great. We're not going to be so conservative that we like wait until we can do both these in the same turn. That would be a bit too scared. Still want to play a 2-drop. Not waste mana. But we are going to wait on the Eidolon of Philosophy to get an extra land out of it, because that'll help us activate the Eidolon down the road. So if they have Mire's Grasp, they get to stop me here. But that's how it goes sometimes. Nice. Nice. Uh-oh. Random order. So I know that 2 of my best cards are in the bottom 3. And now there's 5 cards on the bottom. Sometimes you have to remember these things. So there's 5 cards on the bottom. 2 of my best cards are down there. 2 of my best friends are down there. Because you actually cycle through your deck with this guy pretty effectively. Still being mana efficient. Sure. Uh-oh, Farika spawn is good. Yep. Utopia is pretty good too. Love this guy though. He's a winner. I'm just going to get up to this Eidolon mana. It's going to be great. So now I know 7 of the cards on the bottom of my deck. Another Chimera, sure. Timberet's really good in this format. Uh-oh, Lampad's good. I'll just play Thrix. The Sudden Storm. Then I'll buff Thrix up, try to hit them in the air. They probably have a kill spell that can deal with him, but that's okay. Sure. Just fill in my graveyard a bit. Makes my guys a little bit better. They've got to be scared of me drawing 3. They're going to have to use a real removal spell to kill this guy if they want this guy dead. Yep. They're probably like, dang. I was going to draw 3, but they stopped me. So remember, I know the bottom 7, so I'm getting closer and closer to my good cards. Definitely do this guy first. Okay. So now I know the bottom 9. Don't want either of these. Bottom 11. I'm getting closer. I'm going to try to exile that. That's going to be perfect for me. Okay, I'm getting close. So bottom 11, bottom 14 cards maybe. That's a good card too. Not attacking. Bottom 16. Ugh. I'm going to love countering this Verika spawn. Yeah, I don't like the Chainweb Arachneer. Okay. Getting back a Myers Grasp. I think this gets me to my good cards, but I might be going right past them. Yep, okay, so now I don't want to play that any more of those things, because I want all my good cards. And they're coming up. So I have a land for every turn. I'm probably going to sacrifice Nessian Wanderer. I don't need more lands. And the 1/3 is the least useful to me. They can also like Myers Grasp, but then they can't bring back Verika spawn. My plan is just hit them for 5 every turn for the rest of this game. I might sacrifice this on upkeep. I'll stop on upkeep at least. Mull it over. They might Myra's Grasp the Grove Dancer. But hopefully you've seen how good Nessian Wanderer is here. Yep. I'll scry 2. I don't even care about the damage right now. Typhon's coming back. Myra's Grasp is good against the Nadir Kraken that I have somewhere in here. I really want to bring back the Typhon. But I don't want to get rid of my other guy. Which is why I'm waiting. Because this way if they kill Thrix, I can bring back another threat. Classic escape battles here. We both have Typhon and... Oh no, they just have 2 Chimeras. And they have a Lampad, so I can't go too low. But if they don't kill this 3-2, I can just attack them with it, because they don't have a good blocker for it right now. Okay. Sure. Nice. Okay. I like both of those cards, yeah. So this costs 3 other cards. I don't really care about that. They don't get to sacrifice it. They could already have sacrificed it to Lampad. Nice. They get to bring back Farrakhan spawn. I'll sacrifice Illyrios. They're like choked enough on mana that it's not going to really that I can kind of predict their exact play every turn, which makes it pretty easy to play around stuff. Then I can put this Myers Grasp on the bottom, or I can just get rid of Lampad. But Lampad they'll sacrifice, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think getting rid of Lampad's better. They'll sacrifice it, so it goes to the graveyard. Yep. I attack with both. And I think I have a couple of maybe good... I have the Nadir Kraken somewhere in here. Okay, sure. Okay, but I get to bring it back. It's huge. I don't mind exiling Chimera now. This is the last burst. I don't think there's any way I can lose this game if I jump block. I don't think there's any way I can lose if I don't jump block, because I don't think there's a +4/+4. But I don't remember every rare. Nice! Oh, another grindy, satisfying win. Excellent stuff. Woohoo! See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. Dang it, not having both colors is a bummer here. I think I have to mulligan this. Luckily I have cards that can get me out of it, like this Wanderer. Keep this. Okay. We're gonna be fine. We'll just run out the Wanderer. And then any enchantment we draw will get us a counter and a land, and we'll be in good shape. This is where having like so many enchantments in the deck really does make a big difference. Sure. We can always Mystic Repeal this guy. I hope they don't have Omen. Yep. I don't think I can afford to cast this into potential omens. Sure. Counter first. Whew. I thought I did that wrong for a second. Ooh, nice. We dodged some lands here. Perfect. We'll go tempo-y here. Voracious Typhon attacks us back. We can kill whatever they play out next and then hit them for 4. Because I don't think we're currently winning this like battle. They have way more spells, I think. Oh gosh, that's bad for me. Yeah, the problem is our Nessian Wanderer can get us more lands, but we've drawn lands. And so it's like we've only drawn 2 spells this game. Oh my gosh. What a devastating, like, just way these things have lined up. This is just like a tragedy. I'm also realizing I should have probably thrown this 1/3 in to just make sure I killed their guy. They didn't play a single small creature that I could kill. Yeah, that's game. Oh my gosh. What an absolute massacre. That's so unlucky. I mean, I just didn't draw very well. It's not that unlucky. But yeah, that's how it goes sometimes when you mulligan and have a, like, bad draw. Welcome to another round. Easy keep. We've got both of our colors. Got some great cards. We got our Thrix, a Typhon. I think so. We lost like one game to like that kind of curve out type situation where we just drew kind of badly, and then we lost the game to Kiora the Sea God. So not really anything to be ashamed of here. Our deck is performing great. I don't feel like we've missed out on the splash really because we've still been winning long games. And the splash is generally going to help you in long games, but it doesn't feel like we've needed help in really. Like, sure, it would have helped us win maybe faster or something, but we have plenty of value. A Chainweb Arachnia. Ooh, nice. So, once again, pure want to draw enchantments mode. Chainweb's pretty good. Green-black again, nice. Play Illyrios. Gives us a better attacker against the Chainweb Arachnia. Soul Reaper of Mogus, sure. I'm shocked that they just jumped like that from not much upside. Oh gosh. Fine trade for me. Don't really want to trade 4/4 for 4/3 right now. Because I have 2 of the fight spell. This little skeleton keeps flipping coins. Sure. Power to target creature flying, so they still can't kill Thrix. try to empty the board out a little bit. Yeah, they already had enough to do their thing. Okay, not any good cards going to the bottom there. I'm just going to start milling with this Skola Grove Dancer. Just play all my lands. Mill. Play this. That's one of the things about Escape. It's like I have unlimited Voracious Typhons if I can keep milling myself. And eventually I'll find, like, something that can help me punch through the Arachnid. So if I attack with this guy and this guy, they'll go block, take 4. Yeah, I can't really do that right now. I'm just going to activate this guy for a few turns. Sure. I don't actually mind this. The 2/3 wasn't doing much for me. I mean, again, I guess I'd rather have it in play. But no, my Kraken. Pour into your Kraken. Big hit there. Maybe an aggressive attack. But I'm not sure I'm winning this long game. Oh, gosh. Thank goodness they don't get Elspeth's Nightmare. Oh, no. They don't even want to put the land into their hand. Oh no, those were some good cards. Okay. Definitely buff this guy so he can attack in every turn. I think I want to buff this guy. No, my set doesn't die. Okay, that's 13. If I attack with everything, how are they going to block? They're going to block 4/3 on 4/1. 5/4, eat a 2/3. This guy chump somewhere. Or they might just take the flying damage and I can mystical repeal this thing. I think this is likely to secure me the victory. Maybe not. Hmm. Take 5, 6, 10. Sure. I didn't think they'd chump block my 8-8. I guess that was a bad attack then. Not that the 2-2 was doing that much. I lost my 2-2 and my 2-3 or something. They have 3 Chain Whip Arachnids, eh? Sure. That was a heck of a draw. I don't really want either of these. Got him. I totally forgot this Mystic Retrieval could just kill their 4-drop. Woo! Nice. Very nice. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. We can keep this hand. It's a little sketch, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. Just need to draw some lands. Nessian Wanderer, of course, the MVP here. Ooh, nice. Every land is a good draw for me here. I was pretty sure I'd hit a couple lands at least because of this thing. And now because of that. Definitely just add max power and toughness to the board for now. Wow. This is why you attack first. And why you don't go for your Setessan trainings for no reason. Eutropa, sure. It's so greedy, but I love it. If they have a kill spell, it's not great for me, but... Really? Oh, please say they can't kill Setessan Champion now. Oh, that card's really, really, really good. Okay. We'll draw a card, and then we'll do the Scry 2 draw. I kind of like the Typhon. I kind of want to draw removal, though. Like, I already have so many things to spend mana on. I don't think I can afford to on Typhon. They concede! Setessan Champion. Gets it done. Hopefully you can see why I first picked that card. We have 1 round to go. Let's try to get that trophy. See you folks there. Oh, I did have fun. It was kind of a short game. Maybe I shouldn't have said yes, but I enjoyed it. Welcome to the final round. We're 6-2. Win or go home. Facing a black deck, as we do. Nice. We top deck the 2-drop. 3-drop, 4-drop is a pretty formidable curve. Save this for the late game. Blue-black. Blue-black is not the greatest color combo. It doesn't necessarily always win inevitability because of these escape cards. I'm just going to pass. Yep, that is the classic blue deck, where you think they have a counterspell because there's a couple counterspells they could have up, and then they have an instant speed play instead. Pretty good. They get rid of a land pad, okay. Yeah, we do not want to see Timoret. My gosh, that card is so good. Sure. No need to rush anything. Nice. They have one creature in the graveyard right now. We definitely don't want to give them a second. I think they might have another Deny the Divine in their hand, but I'm still going to go for this. This creature's not, like, incredibly impressive or something. Nice. So if they don't mill a creature... Nice. They actually milled their splash color. And they don't get a 2/2. So that's why we didn't attack, because otherwise they've been able to block. If we attack, they block. Now we can attack, though. This guy's getting jacked up. Without them tapping out, it's so risky to go for anything. Sure. Okay, so they won't get to scry. Let's just try to bait out their kill spell. Or bounce spell or whatever they have. Okay, nice. We got it to resolve. We'll dig for lands first. Remember, there's 2 lands already on the bottom. Now a couple of kind of useless cards, and there's a land. Okay. We just want to get lands in play for our Satyr Grove to answer. I don't want to trade 5/3 for 2/3. This is the problem with blue-black sometimes in this set, though. is like I have a loathsome chimera that's just gonna keep coming. Oh, that's so good. Okay, that's so good. Okay, at the very least, I'll be able to trade for the Illyrios now. Okay. Yep. That's a fine exchange for me. I traded my guy for their 2 guys. Keep playing lands because I want to activate this and then bring this guy back. This will cost 5. So I can't quite do everything I want. Satyr Grove Dancer has been so good. Skola Grove Dancer. Have I not said Skola? I think I've said Satyr Grove Dancer literally every time. I haven't said Skola once. Gosh, the disrespect to the Skola. From the ashes of last night's revel, I bring the dawn of new growth. Thanks, Skola. Skola's been clutching it up. Every time I activate it, it's like drawing a percentage of a card because I get to get my escape guys. So hopefully you're seeing how, like, my opponent, that's one of the things about blue-black is blue doesn't just, oh my gosh, of course they have Ashiok. Why wouldn't they? Oh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Oh my gosh. No. Ashiok is so broken. Gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Oh, thank goodness. My gosh. If they have another spell here, I lose, but, you know. Okay. Okay. Target Illyrios. Yes. You're going to fight the Threnody Singer. You're going to get a counter. And I hope this is good enough, because otherwise I lose. And I mill all my good cards. Okay, perfect. So my good cards are in the bottom 3. Yes. Kill Ashiok, please. Yes! The plan worked! Eutropia! Keeping me in the game! Oh my gosh, you're so clutch, Eutropia. Okay, so my best cards are in the bottom 3. So every enchantment gets me closer. Sure, that's useless here. Unless it unlocks their green card, because I know they have one. Oh, that would have been a good draw. Also, not holding a land has cost me a little bit, at least. Because I would have had a 4/4. Okay. They're down to 10 cards in library. They might not be able to kill me. They get rid of a couple lands. That's fair. What a rip. What an absolute rip. No. Chimera's coming back. We'll just make the straightforward play. Nice. They're out of Deny the Divines now. I hope they don't make me discard a card right here. I know my bottom 3 cards. I'm not going to activate this guy anymore. One escape card guy. Yeah, I have one escape card left, but it's not worth it. I need to maintain the deck size advantage. Sure. I'm going for it. Gonna buff him up. I don't want to grab Lance because I'm only 1 card ahead in the deck race at this point. Okay. I wonder what their green card is. They're going to draw it eventually. Maybe it's Pelucranos or something. Gosh, getting that top deck Eutropia to beat the Ashiok was so clutch. So unbelievably clutch. Oh my gosh, we're about 1 attack step away from winning. Yes! 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 Woohoo! Woohoo! Yes! Oh, that was so sweet. Nice. Oh my gosh, we got the trophy. What a sweet deck. Eutropia. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. If you made it to the end of this video and you're watching on YouTube, I guess the only place you could be watching, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Theros Trophy. Or no, Theros Champ, because we have the Cetessan champion. Or hashtag Eutropia, because Eutropia, the twice favored, clutched up for us in that last round. We didn't need the splash of the red. The blue-green deck was great. It got everything we needed to get done. We had so many enchantment synergies. The Skola Grove Dancers were incredibly clutch, fueling our escapes. Mystic Repeal did some stuff. Eidolon, we used it to draw extra cards with our Nessian Wanderer and our Cetessan champion, which was a fantastic first pick. Nadir Kraken did some stuff, which was awesome. Illyrius was great. Our escape guys were great. Thrix was very clutch. Just overall, a great deck, really fun time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. That's going to do it for this one, and I'll talk to you next time.